Hello and welcome to another cast by the SC Chronicles. This is Game 2 between MouzHasu, our Yellow Protoss, and our Red Terran Cloud.
Yeah, so the last game was pretty epic. I didn't expect that ending at all. So if you haven't watched that game, quickly go and watch it because that was an epic game and wasn't expecting it at all. And we were so calm, the entire cast. We're like, so they're just playing, killing each other.
It was.
And then it was like, oh my god, what's going on?
It was hilarious. Okay, so I'm talking, chatting, whatever. We really don't
Ignore
care
it for
for
a little while.
It's all good.
And this looked like we were on Zeldnaga Caverns with, I don't know, we already did positions, so we're good. Zeldnaga Caverns, good map. And there are actually a few more maps added to the 1v1 ladder map pool if you guys haven't checked them out recently. I actually haven't played them yet, so...
Yeah, neither have I. I haven't played StarCraft 2 1v1 ladder in a while now.
But we have been doing Day 9's Fun Day Monday, so if you haven't got a team together, get a team and do it because it's just fun. You have to call out your unit before this, actually as the game starts, and only use that one unit, and 3v3 or 4v4s, and it's a blast.
It's hilariously fun. We were actually playing it, and when we started, our first play, we just made a brand new team, right? So our placement matches, we basically bombed them because of the fact that our strats never worked out. Really, it was pretty funny. It was pretty funny, and bailing drops are apparently so uber gosu that all the Copper League players are jizzing over.
Yeah, we kind of bombed our placement matches, and we got placed into Copper 4v4, and I started doing bailing drops, and the entire opposite team just got amazed that you can drop and kill so much.
It was amazing. Anyways, we got ourselves an annoying probe here, trying to be all Huck style, taking no hull damage, and just being really, really annoying.
That's a trademark of all good Protoss players right there. Just, being as knowing as you can with that a probe, and just, drawing SCVs left and right, and just keep them chasing you. And it does look like we have similar builds to last time, and I wonder if we'll put a reactor on this again and just go for that fast expand. But this level, the expansion is kind of hard to hold on to. It's pretty huge of an arc that you gotta defend, and
yeah,
even as Zerg, it's pretty hard to hold it off, and they're supposed to be the fast expanding kings.
we'll see what the Terran player does. Regular gateway and a dancing pro SCV thing.
Yes,
awesome.
Looks like there will be no early zealot coming out. He's going straight for the cybernetics core. He could get that zealot soon. Nope,
No,
he
he does.
continues corner boosting out some more probes, and doesn't look like he has a reactor on this yet. He is getting his marine out first. That probe died
somewhere.
Yes, he did.
The probe did die. Once that Marine came out, a tech lab was put down on that reactor, so we might see some Reaper play, or we might see a Marine Marauder push really, really soon.
Yeah, so we do have a double gate on its way. Cybernetics core is nearly complete. Once that core finishes, I expect a Stalker, and then we'll see where he deviates for his build order right after that.
Yeah, it's so standard for a Protoss player just to go gate Cyber and get a Stalker out. It just nullifies the Reaper and nullifies a lot of openings that a Terran player can do, so it is quite useful.
And we do actually have a Reaper on its way. I don't know if you'll probably use this as a delayed scout. That's what my intuition tells me. And he is getting for an expansion right away. Wow, Cloud just loves his fast expand builds. And this time, this one Marine and a Reaper has been holding off this base. So if he kind of pokes up with that first Stalker Zealot. No, actually getting a Sentry and a Zealot. No Stalker at all. This is interesting. That Reaper might work out better than we first thought. As this SCV is doomed. 4 probes. Cut it off and kill it.
That was gang rape right there.
So the Reaper is out, is moving his way, checking the proxy locations or running the long way around. You can't actually run away.
No, just checking proxy locations right now.
Yeah, so he did notice that Hasu did like putting down lots of proxy pylons all over the map, and he's getting on looking for them early right now.
We'll see exactly what happens. Stim packs finally being researched earlier than last game for Cloud right now, so he is probably going to go for a timing push.
And it does look like he's expanding right away. These players must have played against each other a lot to know that they both love expanding, because right now there's no early aggression. Both players expanding without any type of knowledge of what the other person's doing really, and it's just ballsy and high level play.
Yeah, it's just one of those things where, as a lower level player, you don't want to quick expand without knowing exactly what your opponent is doing. So it is pretty ballsy. Cloud being very active with his scouting, walking SCVs around everywhere, walking his
Reaper. Yeah, but he does see this Reaper coming on his way because he does have that Zeldnaga watchtower. A Sentry and a Zealot will chase that Reaper. The Reaper could probably actually kill the Sentry while microing around that Zealot, and he is running in just to get some scouting information. Sees 3 gates, sees the Cyber Core, Warp Gates coming in, but really 3 gates. You don't really see the Robo or Stargate. You don't really know what's going on just yet, so you might want to lay down a scan once he gets energy. He does actually have energy. And he does actually scout this expansion really nicely by sending in that SCV, poking in, sees the expansion, knows there probably won't be any early aggression, just goes over there and takes his expansion.
Yeah, it's a little bit weird. That Reaper didn't get even one kill. One probe kill would have been nice, but no, that Reaper just got to see three gateways, and that was all. We got 3 sentries right now. A couple more than a couple zealots. They'll be able to hold off any kind of push right now because the Terran player doesn't really have much. Has three Marines and 2 Marauders.
Yeah, so more barracks on their way. Looks like this will be a barracks heavy build. Probably see a factory and a starport soon enough to support all this bio ball, to support the bio in general.
Bio in general, or as Dana would call it, 5 racks bullshit.
So it does look like we have a first observer on its way, and
as I am being messaged left and right because I'm just a popular guy.
One message and he's glow to the eagle right there.
Shh, be quiet, be quiet. Anyways, we got concussive shells being researched for the Marauders, so we are probably, again, 5 racks and Marauders with concussive shells, Marines with some shields and some stim pack. You got yourself a pretty hefty force right there.
Yeah, it's a good fighting force, but once a Colossus comes out, it could really change the tides of the war, or even High Templars, depending on which way you want to go. So both players have their expansions up, starting to get Oni minerals from them. And Oni running on 2 gas. No, he's grabbing nothing right now. And he just put down 2 pounds here to block this back door. I don't know if it's actually tight or you can actually fit through. Looks pretty good.
I think it's pretty tight.
So yeah, he can warp in back here in case he does get pressured, kind of pincer in units, or just, hold a block. It's either way, it's good.
Yeah, it keeps any kind of push from back there just slowed down. Any kind of units that do go around back, they'll have to break through the pylons, which alerts the Protoss player, and he can get back there and defend it quite easily.
Yeah, I actually like this path a lot. I kind of sent banelings through and just run straight into the mineral line.
It's like a straight line right into it.
It's a beeline straight forward, and most players don't really notice when other guys die. They're just like, what?
What just happened? Alright, so we got the Marine shields almost done, so once those shields finish, he'll probably engage right then and there. He is moving his units out right now, so we might see some spiffy attacks.
Yeah, so Twilight Council is complete now. We'll see a Templar Archive on its way, and no Zealot Charge on its way right now, but the Terran player is moving out as the Protoss player does catch a glimpse of it. No, he probably hasn't catch a glimpse just yet. You will see him soon enough because he does have the Zelnago Tower, as he sees this massive ball of Marauders and Marines. Stim is complete, shields are complete, so there's pretty devastating attack right here could occur.
Good control from Cloud, not stemming to kill that one probe.
Yeah, a lot of players, when they see an enemy, color on their minimap, they quickly select all their units, stim, and run at it like hell because, you never know what's over there.
You gotta kill that motherfucker.
So it does look like Cloud will push in. Units coming in to set up a flank. Let's take a few initial shots on that Nexus while he's running back into the corner, running into this wall of pylons. I don't know if he saw him or not, or he did see him. He kind of realized there's nowhere to run. Force fields being laid down, this army being trapped once again, just like the first game. Units being warped in from behind.
This is a clutch battle right here. We got Zealots in the front line slicing away at the Marauders and the Marines. There's not much that they can do. Sentries doing all their DPS that they possibly can. More clutch force fields, just keeping this army in the base and just...
Yeah, he just mopped that up beautifully.
Just raped.
That was beautiful.
Wow.
I don't know if he lost his probes or he just transferred them over. I don't think he did. I think he did attack with a few, so I don't know how bad those losses were, but... He did mop up the entire army, but he did take a slight eco damage. Templar Archive is on its way right there. Zealot Charge is nearly complete. It should be complete within a few seconds. And I wonder if he'll push up and take a poke at the Terran base. But he does have a lot of barracks to quickly replenish his army. And 2 bunkers are on the way as he does have full vision of this with his ob.
The Observer does see exactly what's going on right now. So the Protoss player could just poke in, just kind of keep Cloud on his toes.
Yeah, he does have Zealot Charge, so the Zealots are just that much more effective against Marauders and Marines and cut down that distance and do damage. And he does choose to back away because those bunkers are complete, and really trying to cut through bunkers just to get to the units isn't really worth it when you have this small of a force.
Yeah, best thing for a MouzHasu right now is just to sit back, get some Templars out, get his Psionic Storm researched, and be able to push out with a force that can actually rip through a bio ball.
Yeah, so the Obs are running around. I don't know if he's still looking for something weird going on, maybe some hidden expansions. Looks like he's putting a pylon down back there, so he will see when his Terran player expands here. He could even hide a pylon back over here up on this high ground to see when they expand over here, but we'll see where he goes.
Yeah, Cloud opting not to attack the rocks at his Gold Expo. He's just moving his army around, and if he's not going to poke in, might as well attack at the rocks and be able to expand there whenever.
It does look like he will head down to Hasu's base. Cloud is being quite the aggressor right now. Still no medvacs in the air. He does have a Ghost Academy on its way, so we will see some EMPs soon enough. This Ob does see this army as they are moving left around this. I don't know where they're going anymore. Oh no, he's heading back.
It's just a weird waypoint more than anything, or just clicking on the mini-map.
So yeah, 2 more gateways have finished. Storm is nearly complete. He does have High Templars out with enough energy. Not enough energy to Storm just yet. And it looks like, yeah, there are some hidden proxy pylons going down. Hasu's been very active with these pylons, and they actually do pay off quite a bit. You can really slow down, just expansion and kill a few. And it looks like we do have a drop coming over here. But there is some vision here. I don't know if he actually caught it.
I don't know, but he could have caught a glimpse of those things coming in.
Right now it doesn't look like he does, and this army is moving out to the right right now. This Ob is following around, so this is a very nice distraction. Using this army here, pulling his entire force over here, and look at the drop, running here, uncontested. He does see it now, he's pulling back, but he's so far away, and he can do so much damage right now as all the Marauders unload, stem up, and there are feedbacks on the medvacs, but the medvacs do live, and he's just running away and letting his
Marauders die.
They die, you know, they took out the Nexus, and that's all you really gotta do.
Yeah, I think that was cost effective in
Look
the
at him
end.
target firing the sentries. Very nice play. Remove this pesky force field that he did destroy a sentry, deleted a sentry with a lot of energy on it.
That was that can be quite useful in the later in the game with a full energy sentry dying.
Yeah, so I don't know what Hasu will do right now. He is down on expansion. He did take a significant damage. That drop was beautifully played. Use that observer to, you know, just draw that army the other way. I don't know if he knew the observer was chasing him around, but he might have.
He might have, and just played it coy, you know, just played it coy.
He stims up a few Marauders, runs in, picks a few shots. It doesn't overstim. Not everything was stimmed in that attack, and that's some nice control right there. Like, you know, people do get overzealous with their stims, and, you know, having that mindset to take that extra seconds to think, like, I could just stim up a few units and just kind of push them back. Storm is dropped on the few units, and he's just staying in a defensive position. He knows he's ahead. He doesn't try to overcommit. He's not using stim, using these medvacs, keeping his units alive, trying to dodge the storms as best he can, and just, you know, looks like he's gearing up to take his third, as they do have some warp-ins back here. High Templar and Zealots being warped in. Army returning back. So his entire army is down here. This attack could do quite a bit of damage.
Yeah, if he actually uses these High Templars quite properly, he can actually put down 2 storms and just take out all the SCVs in that base quite easily.
It looks like the storms are being laid down. 1, 2. Zealots chasing after the few SCVs do go down. The rest do run away, and these Zealots can do quite a bit of damage before these Marauders come in there and mop them up. But looks like they got 4 kills over here, and maybe
quite a few kills, and Archon in the back just doing a little bit of damage to, but against the full army, not going to be able to do much. A couple more medvacs in the air to do a little bit more, a little bit more drop action.
Yeah, so I guess he does know that there's some pylons back here. He knows that Hasu does favor putting down these proxy pylons everywhere and just being annoying and pesky. It's just that's how a Terran player would be with his medvacs, and these medvacs are chilling back here. Probably wait until he can draw this army away and then drop back here and just, you know, decimate the probe line once again.
Just completely massacre it. We do have a couple cannons being put up.
He does catch this one right here. There's pylon here, Ob here. He does 3 medvacs over here. He's gonna run back and maybe catch. I don't think he'll try to push in because I think he did see that pylon. Yeah, so I wouldn't really suggest running in, but he is running straight into the ball of stock of Zealots. Really.
Oh, and a clutch feedback on that medvac, taking out 4 Marauders and a medvac.
Yeah,
very
he
nice.
Feedbacks this other medvac. It will go down. A storm and a. I don't know, he can't really kill that one. So he does feedback it. A storm being laid down, and he does kill the other. Wow, he catches both very nicely, but you do have another drop by Cloud on this one. This Nexus will go down right here, and some nice multitasking by Cloud. Did lose 3 medvacs aimlessly without any damage, but he did pick off this Nexus, and I gotta say that it kind of puts him ahead because he is gearing up and grab this gold right here.
He has grabbed his gold, and it's already fully saturated. He's probably dropping again in the middle line of the main base right now.
Yeah, he's dropping in there, but I don't think this will do that much damage. The army's really close by and just kind of pick him off.